Good morning, students. How are you? I am Francis sir, and today we will be studying Standards 8 Moral Science. Today's chapter is a very interesting one. We are to study nothing is a waste. That means everything is worth. Everything has some worth, though little, but it has some worth. In this whole world, everything that has come to existence is by the hands of God. And since it is so, it can't be a waste. Everything that is useful to us or to some other living being or to some other things by one way or the other way. You see, food. It is useful to us. We eat the food, and after we move it out from our stomach. What happens is that it becomes a waste for us, but it is useful for the soil. It is also useful for some animals. Yes, for instance, the cow dung. The cow dung may be a waste for the cow. She does not use that cow dung for anything, but it is used for many purposes. It can be used for many purposes. So, what I'm saying is that nothing in this world is a waste. So, there is a very small story here, yes, okay, which tells us about the same thing, that nothing is a waste. So, this story is about Sarita and her grandmother. Both of them were living in a house. What happened, and they were trying to celebrate Diwali as you had celebrated few days ago. They were also preparing for celebrating Diwali. So when they were celebrating Diwali, what was there? Cleanliness has to be done. So by the time they were cleaning the house, Sarita came across a fused bulb and she was going to throw the fused bulb. Seeing that, the grandmother of Sarita told that, "Hey dear, why are you throwing that fused bulb?" Then she said that, "Oh, it is a waste." Then she said, "It is waste because only you think that it is a waste. But if you think that it can be of some use, it will have surely some use." So, my dear friends, this is the thing you should understand. A thing is only a waste till you think that it is a waste. The day you think that it is useful, you will surely find out that there is some or the way or the other it may be a useful thing for you. So, her grandmother told that you can make it a colorful bulb, and it looks very good in front of the doors. There are so many ways you can decorate the house with this waste only. Okay, there are so many old papers, yes, old things, that you can make it into different waste devices. It is quite easy, but you need to think it. The grandmother told. So, to make Sarita understand that nothing is a waste, this she wanted to teach Sarita. So she told her about a story of a dead snake. Okay, this is the story of dead snake, and dead snake, there are four characters: Deepu's father, Deepu's mother, Deepu's wife, and there are a few more characters: the king, the two guards. There are two more characters are there. So, Deepu's father was a very old farmer. And you know what is the condition of a farmer? Farmers are generally poor, so were they. They were also quite poor. And since they were poor, they had to work more day in and day out. Okay, it means too much of work. But this boy, Deepu, from the very childhood, he was not at all interested in the occupation that his father was doing, that is farming. He was interested in music. He was so much interested that when he grew up, he became a very good singer and a very good musician. That was his talent, and he wanted to be the court musician and singer of the king. So he used to go to the king's palace, willing to meet him, but the guards, they never allowed him to pass. The number of times he went, the number of times he was denied of the fact that he cannot meet the king. One day what happened, her mother was very serious. Deepu's mother was quite serious, and ultimately she gave up her life. And since then, there was nobody there to keep up to the house, keep up to the household work. So he got married. And after a few days happened, that lady, the wife of Deepu, she was also facing the same problem that Deepu and their parents, they were suffering from before. That was poverty, yes, and these all things were the problem they were facing. So one day, this Deepu's wife suggested him that while he used to move on the way, while he goes somewhere, on the way he would see so many trash thrown here and there. Since there are so many things thrown, she told him to bring the trash that is thrown here and there, whatever that comes in the way. Anything that falls in the way has to be brought back to the this Deepu's wife. Okay, this has to be done. Deepu's wife told, and he replied, "Why, dear? The things that are thrown here and there are thrown because they are useless." Then she made him understand, "Dear, it is a waste because the person who threw it considers it a waste, but it doesn't mean that it is truly a waste. So nothing what happens or what matters. I request you to please bring back the things that are thrown here and there while you move back home, come back home." So he used to do that every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. He used to bring the waste materials to the home, and this what you say, this lady, Deepu's wife, used to use them quite in a useful manner, quite a productive manner. That means they were having now, means their standard of living was going to improve little by little because they were getting a bit of resources. So slowly, slowly, one day what happened? This man, Deepu, he found a dead stick. One day he found a dead snake. And when he found the dead snake, he thought that my wife have told to bring anything that is lying on the road. So today I got dead snake, I will take back home dead snake. And he took the dead snake at his home, and he told his wife, "See, I brought today dead snake." Then she told, "Okay, very nice. This is what you got. Okay, I am throwing it to the terrace now, but tomorrow I will think it off. What shall I do?" So she threw that snake on the terrace. And what happened that after some time, this Deepu's wife saw that there was an eagle flying in the sky with a golden necklace, as it seemed. And when that snake saw that dead snake, that eagle came flying towards the snake, dropped the necklace there, took the snake, and flew away. Seeing that, Deepu's wife was very, very much excited, and she told Deepu, "Hey Deepu, see, we got an exchange offer from the eagle. She dumped the gold necklace here and took off the dead snake." So that was the thing that happened. And suddenly they heard of an announcement, royal announcement, that the royal jewelry or the royal necklace of the queen was stolen. The person who brings it back will be awarded handsomely. So they were very much interested, and she told Deepu to go and give it back to the queen. And he went and gave back to the queen. The king was pleased and asked, "What do you want, my dear?" That the Deepu said that, "Sir, I am a very good singer and a musician. I would like to perform for you." Then he performed in front of the king, and the king was very, very happy. And since he was very, very happy, he put him appointed him as a court singer and musician. So with this came to an end of the miserable life of Deepu and Deepu's family. And you understand what was the turning point, the dead snake. Nobody would pick up because after it dies, after anything dies, how it could be useful for anybody. But you understand that dead snake can be useful. Then it is one of the instant that anything can be useful. The only thing is that you need to have a sense that that thing is useful. This is what the grandmother told Sarita. Okay, so this was the end of the story and of the chapter. I hope you did understand the sense that nothing is a waste. So therefore, I would like you to also practice these things, this thought in your daily life, so that it can also somehow someday change your life. With this thought, I come to an end of the video. See you in the next one. Good day.